Hello and welcome back to The Heroes We Deserve, a Fire Emblem 8 ROM hack by a reliable chair. My name is Pandan, and I will be your host today as we tackle Chapter 5 once more. I played this yesterday, and I sucked pretty badly at it, and now I want redemption. I want revenge on Chapter 5. I did speak with Chair a little bit about the difficulty spike, and it is intentional. I would question, our difficulty spike... Here's an interesting philosophical question for people who make games out there. Is a spike really the best way to approach difficulty? Should it really be more of a gradual curve, an incline, like you're climbing a hill and it gets a little bit more tiring as your legs get worn out, right? Like, I feel like it shouldn't be like 90 degrees, and maybe I'm just complaining, but it certainly can feel like that. So I'm going to just double check my preps here, because I have all this stuff. So the thing that bothers me here is that I don't have access to the convoy this chapter, which is really tough because it makes it so that I have to bring a bunch of stuff with me, but I also can't actually go back and access it. And we know we get Greg on turn 1, which is nice, and he comes with some stuff that he's not really well equipped to use. He comes with a steel lance and a halberd. So I'm going to see if there's anything else I can bring, because I think I'll give him the Iron Lance, and then what else do I have? What else is sacred? Effective against Dark Tomes. Are there Dark Tomes on this map? Do I really need the Sacred Flame? And why does it only have 12 uses? Okay, I don't need Sacred Flame for anything on this map, at least not here. So I'm gonna ditch this, and I'm gonna take... See, he comes with a halberd. We'll give him the Iron Axe, just so he can hit stuff. We have Bud Lights and Budweiser. We should be okay on that front. I mean, we should just go pick up a 30 rack, right? I think that would be ideal. But let's jump back in. Oops, sorry for hitting the mic there. Got a little too close to my keyboard. We got Metal Slug Greg, and let's dive right back in, guys. So I think... Does anything happen if you let Eric die? That's an interesting question. I kind of wish Christy could deal with this dude a little bit better. Yeah, like, I gotta say, like, losing Eric on the first turn is so brutal. He's such a useful character. Alright, nice. So... like, he's incredibly useful. Oh, I probably could have done something there. I should have attacked, but it's fine. We'll do this. Alright. So now he should get the key. Oh wait, that was silly. Axe Reaver, it's gone. Alright. Let's see. What is this guy packing? Steel Sword. So we're gonna do a little trade. Actually, we don't really need to do a little trade. We'll do this. I'll support him. Our boy Greg. Sup, bro? No time, bud. Just all the bad guys. So yeah, like, if you're watching this hack, I think there's a couple of important things to recognize, is that you have to come in and leave your expectations at the door of what to expect in a Fire Emblem game. Like, if you come in and expect to have, like, your Cain and Abel and like your neat little story with dragons, like, you're not going to get that. And that's a nice crit. That's really helpful. This is totally different. And while it feels familiar from a format perspective, it just plays so differently than anything else that I've ever experienced. And I can appreciate the differences. I'm going to keep the animations off just because I want to kind of breeze through this a little bit faster. So something I learned recently just from reading. So you may be wondering, why are there so many bosses? And supposedly the game was scoped out to be quite a bit longer than it actually is. And when the team met to decide how do we want to actually build this out, they actually cut out a lot of chapters, which is fine. I think it's important, just given the level of effort that goes into each chapter, quality over quantity, am I right? So I can definitely appreciate that they decided to go with the quality play. overall. I think I'm just going to send the hand axe, yeah. We'll do this. So they cut out like 10 chapters from the scoped game. And one, I gotta commend them. I think it's so important to actually just plan out what you're going to be doing. Oh, we can go like this. That's neat. Because I feel like just from seeing how other hacks get made and just from being in the community, I feel like a lot of people just kind of build as they go, which isn't necessarily bad. But my issue is more so that you kind of need that planning phase to make sure that you're not doing anything stupid and that you're being thoughtful about every design decision that you make, because it can be very easy to like look back and be like, oh, like we made, you know, too many cavaliers, or we didn't really think about this one element of the game design because we did it piece by piece instead of all at once. And while piece by piece can be a little bit easier up front, it's certainly less daunting, right? Like, let's just build a couple chapters and see how it goes and then build from there. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, but I definitely appreciate the approach that these guys have taken, where it seems that they've put a lot of thought into what the entire package should look like and then build from there versus one at a time. So kudos to Chair and his team for being really thoughtful about this, because I think it's something that is really important but gets overlooked a lot. And so I'm glad that this game like was pretty reasonable in its ambitions and its scope. Because, I mean, look, like, the game doesn't look like they're cutting corners at all, right? Like, this is really, like, really clean, really well made. And if it needs to be a little bit shorter so that they can finish the project, that's pretty cool. You know, I'm totally down with that. Not every hack needs to be this 30-chapter masterpiece with all of these secret guided maps and all of this other stuff. It can just be, like, short. It can be fun. And, I mean, the game like this, like, in some ways, it's kind of like a tech demo, right? Like, they're showing off all this different stuff. Like, Chair told me that the stuff with the convoy, like switching between all of the different units. I'm going to just fully heal this guy up. Like, switching between the different units that you don't have access to, like, that was something he had to put some custom work into. So that's pretty cool. It definitely shows, like, what you can do with GBA hacking today, which is really impressive. And it does so in a format that is different. It's just really different. You know, so I think you just have to, again, just come into this game expecting something very different than a normal FE game, and you'll have a good time. Let's see. Okay. So we're going to draw this guy in. I'm just going to, I feel like I have to turtle in this map, unfortunately, and I'm not really that thrilled about it, to be perfectly honest. I kind of wish that I could play a little bit faster. But Chair also told me to slow down, and I know that I have a tendency to rush, so I'm like by no means like a pro strat low turn count player or anything like that, but I definitely just like to run and gun for sure. Like I said, Metal Slug, you know, I just like to keep moving. Why does that dog go up? That's so annoying. Ooh, that was some damage. Alright, I think we might need to turn animations on for the rest of the map. No, the heals. I don't want this. Okay. How do you do against this guy? Okay, that's pretty good. 8, and that'll take you down to... So 8 minus 26 minus 8, that is 14. No, that's 16. Duh. Guys, it's been a while since I've had to manually do math. 16. Okay, that should be. That's a kill. Let's yeah, let's do some fire. I feel like I should be a little bit more liberal with the magic missile because I know I get another one from a drop, but it's pretty good, so I want to be careful. No, it's not a kill. I totally mismathed. I mismathed, guys. Okay, well, Greg can do it. Thank you, Greg. Praise Greg. Praise the Iron Axe. That's what I gotta say to that. Okay. I'm gonna leave him with the Wham Shear because he'll probably benefit a lot from the crit against these doggos. Yeah, these doggos are beefy as all hell, dude. I'm glad the dogs don't go for the snags either. That's really nice. You'd think they'd like gnawing at like the tree branches or something. Wow, he hit. But he's probably gonna get healed up now, which is really a drag. Unless she decides. Oh, never mind. This guy's dead. Thank you, Greg. Yeah, it's amazing how much better Greg is with an Iron Axe. Yeah, item management is super important in this game. Okay. So does anything happen if you let Eric die? Because that dog is so fucking annoying, man. I should have put Steve back to deal with him, but Steve also just gets crushed by him. Really annoying. Just let him do the damage there. One shot the doggo. Dude, I feel so bad. Like we're killing puppies. Actually, we're killing puppies. So yeah. So another thing I'll say that I dislike about this is that, and I can understand like the thought process. Like I can certainly understand the thought process where you want to make the enemies like kind of scary, and there's like this cool sort of synergy, like, oh, like you have to heal on your player phase, and these guys are really good on player phase, so it's like this trade-off. But at the same time, it's also like, oh, he's toast. Oh wow, that's a drag. That wasn't clear at all. I mean, I guess it should be kind of obvious that if you let Eric get attacked that he dies, but there's no little diamond. I don't know. Chair, I think you should make that a little bit more clear. Just my opinion. That he needs to be protected. I mean, yeah, like you can just infer that, but if the game doesn't tell me, I'm not gonna, you know, especially given how hard this chapter is, I'm not going to want to just like turtle up. Because basically I feel like I just need to like turtle up to beat this map, and it's not really very fun to do it that way. Jeez, alright, let's try this one more time. Okay, we'll let him do this. Greg. Okay, Iron Axe for Greg. Fire. Yeah. And maybe as I play this, I recognize that I'm just not very good at the game. Let's see, we'll give the... Does he need an Axe Reaver? No, he has Lances, so the Iron Lance will be fine. Will you get the crit this time? Nice! RNG, baby, let's go. That was clutch, okay. So I could just not be doing very well at this map. But I also feel that the map feels just a little bit unfair. Actually, that was a really bad spot for Taylor. I got a little aggressive. See, this is what I mean. I just want to play fast, man. This game definitely punishes you for not turtling, it feels like. Alright, let's try that again. Goodbye, Steel Axe. I think he's toast. Oh, thank God that guy doesn't hit. Please don't kill. Nice whiff. Okay. Taylor MVP right now. This healer's super annoying. Alright. It's almost a kill if we crit, but it's not a crit. Okay. Bud Light. I need some Bud Light. Yeah, let's see. Do I get anything interesting out of the chest? I forget. Oh, the Hermern, yeah. It's like, I kind of wish it was something that was more immediately useful. But, depending on how you're playing, I guess it could be really helpful to have something like that. Okay, Greg, thank you. Oh, now he gets the hand. Okay, that actually works out really well that he gets the hand axe. Let's see, how does Taylor do? Whiff, crit, love it. That's the exact move I want every time. Can we just have that on repeat, please? Okay, thankfully Henry doesn't take too much damage from these guys, even though he's getting doubled. Pegasus trying to get their revenge on the archer, but I'll let him tank it out. Gotta love a tanky archer, right? Ooh, thank God. Praise Steve. Okay. Let's Excuse me. So we're at that time of year in the Northeast where the temperature fluctuates a lot between like, haha, it's spring, and actually it's still winter. And there'll be, like at night, it'll be really warm, and I'll go to bed, it'll be hot, and then I'll wake up in the morning, it'll be freaking cold, man. So I think it just leads to me having a little bit of the snifflies every now and again, which isn't the end of the world, but it's poor design. You know, poor... Oh god, that was bad. I shouldn't have done that. It's poor map design. Oh my god. Just really bad luck. I think I'm toast. I am so totally toast. That was... Yeah, that you echo my sentiments exactly. Let's try this again. Alright. Dude, Eric, why'd you have to get so fucking drunk, man? Like, that really, really boned me, dude. Alright, let's do this again. Back to the rodeo. Alright. So, Greg, thank you. Oh wait, that was bad. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, that was silly. Alright, well we can do this instead. So this way Henry can get to the Pegasus on player phase. We'll drop the steel bow. Okay, Iron Axe. And maybe there's something I'm missing. Chair told me that I don't look at skills closely enough, and frankly it's because I'm just not wired to. Seal defense, that's useful. Oh, Greg has Savior, that's pretty good. She has Adept, okay. What does he have? Is that Charm? Oh, that's really useful too, okay. So there's like stuff that I'm not really considering. And that's my own damn fault, I recognize that. I recognize that I am not good at this game. Alright. Will he get the crit? Yes, he does. Alright. Gotta love the RNG, guys. Fourth time's the charm, right? This is gonna be the run. I'm feeling it. Good dodge. Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm relying on my RNG overlords right now. No, go away. I don't want to deal with Sealer right now. Get out of here. Thank you. At least the experience gains are really good. I'm gonna get some speed. Alright. Kind of want the crit, but nah, it's fine. Oh, I shouldn't have equipped Magic Missile, that was silly. Okay. Let's do this with Taylor. Okay, nice. Skill and defense. Natural cover. And a hand axe. This is a lot. It's a lot coming at me. Coming in hot right now. What does this guy have? Is it Dragon Spear? That's spooky. Do I want to just go for this? No, I'm gonna just... Let's just turtle up over here. We're gonna be like turtles laying their eggs on the sand over here. Just hang out. Wait for the light of the moon to hatch, and then move out. But I don't know if that's gonna really help. Thankfully, Henry doesn't get doubled because I think that speed point helped. Heck, yes. Alright. So I'm so hellbent on beating this chapter. I have to leave pretty soon too, so I'm hoping that this is the last run because I don't want to have to make 3 videos just me showing me fail on this chapter. I don't think that's really engaging to watch. Okay, so let's support him up. What's up, bro? We got it. Do you have the chest key? No. Okay. I think I gave it to Steve. But I'm gonna get the chest key later. Because it doesn't... What I've decided is that the Hemorrhoid stuff doesn't really matter right now. There's other stuff I need to take care of, like rare puppers. Alright. Alright. Mary? No, it's not Mary. I'm thinking Faith and Blood. Oh no, that's Christy. Sorry. Nerd. Alright, let's see. And then, nice. Okay, so she can deal with that guy. Holy shit, dude. Alright. Do I leave? I need Greg up front, I think. Can Steve rescue him? No, that's really annoying too. Oh yeah, he is like he is like con for days. But let's just distract the doggo over here. Maybe we'll get a crit. No, we'll do that. I'm gonna blow my nose. Great job, Steve. Just slowing him down. Try and like strafe him on over. Alright. Thank you, Henry. I feel like I should use the forest, but this is fine too. I'll support Henry. I forgot if the support limits were the same as GBA where you can only do 5, so I might be screwing myself a bit. But it's fine. It's 9 chapters. Oh, Greg, you're killing me. Crits for days, let's go. Alright. And a steel axe. Okay. So I think we're doing better than the last couple of times, which is nice. This is usually right around the part where I die. And now we just see. How does he do against this? It's like so... The hit rate is just so dodgy. I'm just gonna like use Steve to block him there. He won't die, hopefully. Okay. Thank you, Henry. Christy will do that. And then I just gotta heal up. Taylor will do some Bud Light. Some Bud Light from my boy Greg. Still getting used to all these names. Please hit? No. Ah, Steve, you're killing me. I'm just like praying for Steve to get a crit on one of these dogs. Oh, that was not good either. So I think the strat is just like use these dudes to tank and hope maybe they hit. Ah, it's so annoying. Alright. Just try and like beat them up with these dudes so they can heal up. Henry can at least one-round them, which is really nice. But I just take so much damage on the enemy phase, dude. So much damage. Let's see. How does 72? Alright. 77. I'm just gonna go for it. Yeah, let's go. Alright, we should be... I hope that that's the last doggo, so that's nice. So I think I'm okay. And Steve can survive like another round while I get over there. Nice. That's how I feel about these doggos, man. Animal abuse be damned. I mean, I feel really bad still that we're fighting these dogs. That was a nice level up. Alright, now I'm gonna send Greg back up there to deal with the doggo. Have him sip some Bud Light. Can he survive 2 rounds? No, he can survive can survive one more round of combat, so I'll leave Steve there. And then get out of here. Yeah. Yeah, not no. Yes, thank you, you're gone. Henry, let's go. Those are stats, let's go. I like those stats. Alright. And we're gonna move in with these guys, and we're just gonna Budweiser it up. We're blitzing. We're blitzing the map. Because what other choice do we have? Okay, so what I can do here is I can probably run away with Steve, because I don't think either of those guys have healing items now that I think about it. Greg was probably not the right person to send. But, can he do it? Yes, he did it. We did it, Reddit. We got it. And Greg gets rewarded with a really solid level up. I like that level up a lot. Speed is always good. And that's that. Let's just hope there's like nothing weird happening here. Okay, these guys don't move. That's helpful. Let's see. Alright, now I feel like it's just cleanup. I just need to be really careful with these bosses because I do not want to deal with this again. What is this guy packing here? A slim sword. Ah, there's a crit. How much does damage does he do? 14. How much defense? You have pretty good defense. 10. So a crit would be 12. He would live. And I don't think he gets doubled. 14 speed. 12 speed, yeah. So he's fine. So let's do a little shove action just to pull him in. And we'll do that with support and the +2 damage. We should be okay. Okay. That works. Do you have the chest key? I forget, Steve. Yes, you do. Alright, so we're gonna snag the Hamern from the island. And we're gonna go over here. Now we'll let Christy do a little fire. Earth, wind, and fire. There we go. And then these guys. So he looks kind of spooky. I really hope their AI doesn't change to do anything funky. We're just gonna heal up. Some Bud Light. I just think it's something. Why Bud Light, dude? Just pick a better beer, please. It's like my characters should be dying for how frequently they're sipping on Bud Light. I strongly disagree that it's the king of beers. Okay, let's see. How do you do against this? That's actually not terrible. Do we just go for the crit? Alright, so we can kill this guy, and then, what are you saying? Dragon Spear. Alright, let's just assume that this guy doesn't move. Are we seriously doing this right now? Yes, we are. Nice, Henry. Luck is on our side right now, boys. With a crit, or is that just the flashiness killing the boss? Woo! Alright, guys, we're gonna wrap this up. It took a little bit of luck, a little bit of turtling, a little bit of the ebb and flowing, but we got some stuff going. This game loves giving you stuff. I mean, I don't blame it. Eric's just gonna chill it over there. Let's just try and crit. Do you know how much crap you've caused? Dude, I've had this issue too with apostrophes in some cases. I don't know what happens, but you just need to go back and edit it. I have to do this. This isn't a game. Well, I beg to differ, Isabel. Can we give this to Greg? Let's try it. Greg. Let's go, Greg. Come on, get another good level up, dude. Yeah, Greg. What? Dude, his growths are insane. And the short spear. Okay, now this guy moves, and he's packing a javelin. So he probably won't kill Christy, I assume. 18. And there's no way he doubles. So let's do this with the fire. And we'll bring Steve just a little bit closer. I think they support, so that should be fine. Let's see. Okay, he doesn't move, which is fine. Do this. And we'll have Christy finish him off with some fire. And that might be a wrap, boys and girls. I think I just need to get that village before the map ends. Or not. Good thing those assholes didn't wreck my cabin. More importantly, shouldn't we check up on Eric? Alright, forgot about him. Bro, that was like 15 minutes ago. Got caught up fucking those bad guys. Should hurry up and try to meet up with Chester and the others. These bad guys are starting to get pretty tough. Eric said he already called a bunch of people. Help's on the way. Like who? Joey and some Americans. Olivia, those bad guys for me. Fuck. We just left Eric there on the floor. We should go check on him, bro. Back to the cabin. Eric, you okay? Already hungover. Needed bloody Caesar. He's in rough shape. Seeming worse. Oh god. Don't think that'll be enough, Chugs. Ah, all better now. Ooh, a little weird transition. Whoa. Promoted already? Wow. Great healer. He's great. Wow. Wow. That was not expected, but okay. Holy crap, dude. Let's hear it make our way to Chester and the others. Yeah. Promo items help. Next step is find the Dragon's Gate. Tambo, Jacob, I leave this task to you. You can count on us, boss. I like that sprite on the far right. This guy who's talking right now. He looks like a slick D-bag. Bunch of idiots on a killing spree. Where'd you hear that? Channel 5 news. I see. I only watch Channel 6 news. It's the one with the blue Anna. Oh yeah, super easy. Dragon's Gate? More like Dragon's Date, am I right? Let's go find the damn gate. Heading out, boss. Later, Gator. These idiots make a fine distraction. Tandem with Jacob should have no problem finding the gate. One last thing, boss. I'll have to do purge of Ouija stuff, right? Just find the dot again gate. Okay. Uh-oh, so there's some stuff happening. Oh man. So I like the setup there with some enemies. Like we're starting to kind of piece this together, that there's more than just like these dudes just like romping around beating up people who are innocent probably. So what are my thoughts on this chapter? So I think I've kind of been whining throughout the map, and I will say whining because I know I've been complaining. I don't know if my complaints are totally justified or not, but I will say that this chapter is really hard to get right in the first time without dying. Like, it's definitely a trial and error type chapter. Your margin for error is really narrow, and the game subverts your expectations by taking away your healer and like best supporting unit, and like you recognize how important Eric is as a character or as a unit when he's not there, because he does give the speed buff. He can heal you. And in a chapter where you have, let's say, you have two units that can attack from range pretty safely, and then you have three frontline units who all are like, you know, none of them are like, no one's an all-star, right? Like everyone's certainly serviceable, which I like. It's not like I can just throw Marcus into the fold and like be fine. Everyone can do their job. The challenge is that you have to use player phase to heal a lot, and so it kind of encourages this very defensive style of play. And while I can appreciate the change up, right? Like, I think it's nice to have maps where you're forced to do different things. It also just felt like a little sluggish for my taste. Like, I feel like I had to play slower than I wanted to because of how the enemies were structured. Like, the way the dogs were, where they're really dominant on player phase, and yet I had to heal on enemy phase in order to survive, or rather heal on player phase in order to survive. Like, you're always fighting at a disadvantage, and kind of have to rely on like getting like low percentage hits and crits to like get these guys out. Like, I don't know, it's not my favorite type of play, to say the least. I can appreciate that it's unique. I can appreciate that it's different. I understand what you're going for, but for me, I'd rather, I don't know, I like running and gunning. That's why I like to play Fire Emblem. I like to run and gun. I like to count squares, do math, and I felt like I needed to play like super, super safely, which is kind of tough, especially when the objective is route, and you just kind of want to clear the map. Like, route to me is like clear the map as fast as you can, like kill all the enemies. So having to kind of turtle up and just kind of like manage my Bud Light very carefully is different. I think there's some work that can be done to polish it up a little bit. I would definitely make it clear that Eric needs to be protected as well. Like, that isn't super clear, and it's very easy to forget about him. There's that sneaky dog that goes up the right hand side, so I would definitely make that more explicit, whether it be in the objectives or whether that be clear with like some system text up front saying like, if Eric dies, you get a game over. Because I think, you know, if you're charging down the left, which is not out of the question, right? I mean, look at all the enemies that are going down that left side behind the bridge. You know, it's going to be the path that you're most likely going to take, just because that's where most of the enemies are. So it's easy for someone to sneak up behind you and take out Eric. So I don't know. I have mixed feelings about this map. I think the map design itself I liked. I think the chest in the middle of the ocean was pretty cool. The map itself looks pretty. I like the way that there are multiple paths, even if the reality is it's like you only really need to go one way. There's not really a huge incentive to go down the other side, and especially because it's route, you're going to kill everything anyway. But yeah, I think there's some work that could be done in just like the overall flow, the way the dogs work, the way that you get rid of your, the way that you take away my healer, dude. That's so brutal. So again, difficulty spike versus difficulty curve. Like this felt way harder than chapter 4, for example. And so overall, it feels like every chapter, it's kind of like rolling the dice with seeing how difficult it's going to be. And well, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I don't think it's a good thing. And I think that while I have said this multiple times, like leave your expectations at the door. I think with general difficulty, you want to have it ramp up a certain way so that the player kind of knows what to expect in that sense. Like even if like the story is really different, the characters are super different, the way they're used is super different. At least like all of that's like, once you figure it out, you figure it out. Every chapter, it's like a new game in terms of difficulty and what to expect. So I can appreciate how ambitious it is. The execution on this one still a little spotty, but it's not a bad thing. I think conceptually it's really good. I think with a little bit of fine tuning that this chapter could be a lot better. And it's up to you to figure out what that fine tuning would look like. But certainly needs some work, I think, to be totally polished and then kind of fit in better with the difficulty I've seen in some of the other chapters. Like I thought chapter 1 was pretty hard, and then chapter 2 was a breeze. Chapter 3 was okay. Chapter 4 wasn't too bad either. I like chapter 4 a lot. But chapter 5 there's just like this huge spike in difficulty, and they take away all your stuff. So I don't know, just felt a little uneven. But yeah, I've enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to the next one. So chapter 6 will be next. And again, this was chapter 5, Plastered, of The Heroes We Deserve, a Fire Emblem 8 ROM hack by a reliable chair. My name is Pandan, and it's been a lot of fun. Have a great day, everyone. And next time, we will take on chapter 6, Banter BBQ. Oh man, could definitely go for some BBQ right now. All right, see ya.